What's good YouTube, Ben here, welcome to the next video on the channel. In this one, I'm going to give you a different video. This is Dolphin Emulator running on the Google 6 Pro. Let's get into this. Hey everyone, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thank you. Alright, so, yesterday, as of recording this video, I got my new phone, which is the Google Pixel 6 Pro, and I want to show you emulation running on it. So first one I'm going to do is Dolphin. So Dolphin, of course, is GameCube and Wii emulation. And honestly, this system is a bit of a powerhouse. Like, it actually runs GameCube games really well. Pretty much consistent 60 FPS, and it is honestly fantastic. Like, my old phone was the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, and it ran, but it didn't run very well. Like, it ran games, but it just, I don't know, it's sort of like, you know, one of the situations where you have to walk before you can run? It was kind of like that. I do apologize about the quality of this recording, because the one feature the Google Pixel 6 Pro doesn't have, which I wish it did, was USB-C to HDMI. If it did, then I could connect it to my capture card, which would be perfect quality. But I can't, so I've got to use another method called SCRCPY. It allows you to cast over USB Type-C, but the quality isn't as good. I can make it higher quality, but then the video really lags out a lot, and that's nothing to do with my phone, that's just SCRCPY doing its thing. So, but the first game I'm going to test is Sonic Heroes. Now, Sonic Heroes, of course, is, well, it's one of my favorite all-time Sonic games. I get it, don't get me wrong, it doesn't always run the best, but it definitely runs really freaking well. Like, on GameCube anyway, GameCube is the best way to play this game. Do not play this game on PS2, because it just does not run very well. I've also got my PS4 controller connected as well for actually playing the game. And, like, you can see by the frame counter, there's a frame counter above. It's running at a consistent 60 FPS. Like, you may get a frame drop once in a while, but then it just picks itself back up and just continues onwards. And it's honestly great. Like, holy crap. And don't get me wrong, like, you know, the Pixel 6 Pro came out a couple of years ago. I mean, I got it decently priced pre-owned. I paid £220 for it, and that's a really solid price for the Google Pixel 6 Pro, considering the fact that the phone, you know, it's pretty much in new condition. There's like one or two minor scuffs on the edge, and that's about it. Other than that, it works flawless. It looks flawless, so. And honestly, it's like the best phone purchase I've ever made. It's a really good phone. But question of the day today, guys, what is your favorite GameCube game? I mean, I'm torn, because there's a lot of great GameCube games out there. I don't know, like, part of me wants to say Wind Waker, because Wind Waker is a fantastic game. But part of me also wants to say Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, because that is also a stellar game. Like, really good game for the GameCube. Yeah, let me know. I know there's going to be a lot of very interesting answers to that question, because, let's face it, there's a lot of GameCube games. And a lot of ones that a lot of people either just don't know about, or don't, you know, didn't get released, like, say, over here in the UK, or didn't get released in America, so there's some Japan exclusives. Then you've also got, like I said, the ones that are lesser known, stuff like Bite and Kaios, and a bunch of the Hyper Neptunia stuff, which was released on GameCube as well. Like, there's a ton of stuff that's just really solid for the GameCube. But as you can see, Sonic Heroes running absolutely perfect. I also want to run some other emulation tests as well. I've been testing a few emulators that run really nicely. PS2 emulation is very nice on the Google 6 Pro. So for those wondering about the hardware, I'll link the GSM Arena page in the description. But basically, it's got, like, you know, a full-on octa-core processor. It's got 12 gigabytes of RAM. It's running the most recent version of Android, which is Android 14 as of time of recording. It will get Android 15, so I've, you know, in fact, it'll get that first, which is great, because Google own Android, so it will get it pretty quickly. And then it's running the Google Tensor chipset, which, you know, is Google's own homemade chipset, so. But yeah, that's Sonic Heroes. Let's switch to the next game. Alright, so second game is Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Now, as I just mentioned, this is one of my picks for some of the best Pokemon games. It's my pick up there, probably for my favorite game on the GameCube, if not Wind Waker. But let me show you battling on this. So, Mewtwo and Entei versus Articuno and Swampert. Okay, sure. I mean, I'm probably going to lose because that's Swampert, but what are you going to do? Now, this game runs differently. So in the main game, when you're running about or in menus, it runs at 60 FPS. In battles, it runs at 30. This is the way I know it's always run on, at least Dolphin on mobile. Now, unlike with Sonic Heroes, this game does have a little bit of more stuttering, especially when new scenes are loading, or specifically when Pokemon are being brought in for a battle, as you'll see in a moment. So when the first Pokemon comes out, it will cause a lag spike. It'll drop it down to like, yeah, oh no, yeah, oh, it actually didn't lag spike that time. Sometimes it will lag spike. It probably will do in a second, or it's just gonna make me eat my own words. No, it's gonna make me eat my own words. There we go. That was a lag spike. So it did minor lag spike, but as you can see, it then picks itself back up pretty darn fast, and boom, you're in a battle. And honestly, it runs really well. XD is one of those weird cases where it's very intensive. It's probably arguably one of the most intensive games to run on Emulator. In fact, for those who have obviously ran Pokemon XD on normal Dolphin on PC, you know, it took years for it to get to an actual playable state because of how hard it is to run. Same with Coliseum, to be honest. These both pushed the limits of what the GameCube could actually do. And because of that, it's just like, you know, it's impressive that it runs this well on mobile. Oh, no. Yeah, I'll Thunder Punch Articuno, and we'll just Solar Beam Swampert. Like, but to me, it's honestly, like, it's brilliant how well this runs. It runs great. And don't get me wrong, it is not flawless. By any means, this is not flawless, like, gameplay at all. However, it's pretty darn close. Good job that that didn't happen. Like, my Solar Beam did not happen this turn, otherwise, oof. Fire Punch Articuno. That's gonna hurt my Entei. Oof. But I'm just astounded, really, how well this actually runs. Like, this is more than a playable experience. Like, legit. And it makes me happy that this is, because it's actually really nice. And this game is honestly so graphically intensive. Like, a lot of the effects in this game really do push the boundaries of what the GameCube could do. Because let's face it, the GameCube itself is not the most powerful system in the world. In fact, it's not even the most powerful system in its generation. But it runs great. But yeah, let's hop onto the third game. Alright, so we're in the main game. And as you can see, it's running decently at 30 FPS. There is some graphical glitching, of course, but that's mostly due to the shader I'm using, because I'm using Vulcan. So for anyone wondering if I'm using OpenGL or Vulcan, I'm using Vulcan. But look at this. It's running flawlessly. And honestly, like, I'm astounded by it, because, like, GameCube emulation's definitely always been one of those that's been kind of a rocky road. Don't get me wrong, nowadays, it's, you know, pretty fantastic. Like, you can emulate GameCube really well, whether it's on PC or on Android. Like, it runs pretty darned well, and honestly, like, I'm just amazed. Because look at this, it looks great. I knew you'd be here. Fortunately, this game doesn't have a long cutscene intro. Like, it's about a minute or so. But I really want to get into the main game so I can show you the gameplay. Come on. But yeah, let me know what other emulators you want me to see me show you guys on the Google Pixel 6 Pro. And I will definitely show those, because, damn, like, well, My girlfriend's broadcasting up.
Google's pissing me off. Start lunch once I've done the curtains. But we'll just watch memes, babe.
Alright. I'm having lunch soon, cool. But yeah, consistency, 30 FPS, so running really nicely on here. And honestly, like, I could see myself doing a full playthrough of Wind Waker on my phone. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's just so cool. Like, look at this. I mean, what I want to buy is one of those controllers that I can just plug into my phone it acts more like a Switch then. Just so I can just play stuff whilst I'm chilling or out and about or whatever. Because look, like, perfectly playable. No issues whatsoever. And it's just awesome. Like, but yeah, let me know if you want more videos like this. Let me know if you want me to show you guys any other emulators on this phone specifically. Or any other phone tutorials that you need help with. Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, don't forget you can also support the channel further by becoming a channel member from as little as 99 pence per month here in the UK. And don't forget I do live stream. And when I go live here on YouTube, over on Twitch, and over on Kick at the same time. So if you want to see me when I'm live, don't forget to turn on notifications here and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on Twitch and on Kick. Thank you for watching today's video. You can hit the button on the right to subscribe to the channel. You can hit the button on the left to watch the previous video. Don't forget to like and comment on this video to help boost it in the algorithm. And don't forget you can also support me further by becoming a channel member. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one.